Hello and welcome back to Project Ozone 3 Mythic Mode. This is episode 12. I got it right this time. And there's a lot to get into. Let's see what we've been up to. We're going to start right over here at our signs. And I needed this thing. It's from Random Things and it's a sound dampener. And this is it right here. We'll pull this right up here. That's the part. And we'll grab all the parts and pieces for it. Let's do that. Okay, put that there, and we're all set. This is the sound dampener, and the problem is, why I needed it, I'll jump up here and explain why. If I'm in this room, and you can hear this a little bit, but I had to turn it way down. Music and controls, ambient sounds. All these pulverizers are really, really loud on my end and getting even louder. Now the reason why I had to use this ambient control to turn them down is the one thing it didn't work on, this sound dampener. I got it to work as if I broke these and placed it back down, but the sound kept on coming back. But let's say you want to dampen the sound of for instance, I don't want to hear this crackling and moving and doing all that. You know, it's not that it startled me, but and I didn't want to hear the sound of this thing, especially. And let's say you have your hunting dimension portal there, and you don't want that on. Well, this is how you do it. Whoop, let's see. You make one of these. Sound recorder, easy to make. And what you do is, see down there when I have it there? If I shift right click, it puts it into sound recording mode. And then if I shift right click again, see how it's green? There's a little green dot on it. Now let's right click it. It's recorded all those different sounds. So it said, okay, door open, door open. It didn't catch the sound of this thing, so let's do it again. And the reason it didn't catch it is because I have a portable sound dampener, and it already has that sound recorded right here. Block portal ambient, okay? So what you do is, oops. There. So you'd go and you'd find the one. For that, it was portal, for the portal. But let's say I didn't want to hear the door opening. You make one of these patterns, an empty pattern. I made a bunch of them. And you stick it in here. And then you say, okay, door open. It's gonna be kind of neat. Door open. Now I've recorded that sound. Okay, now I've got that sound recorded right here. Here's the machine pulverizer that I've recorded. That doesn't work. So you can do one of a few things. You can put it in this thing right here, and and place this down like this, and then open this up and put this sound in here, and it'll dampen that door opening sound within a 20 block radius. Let's see if we hear the door now. Nope, just this. The door opening. So you can pick whatever sounds you don't want. Now let's say I wanted to carry it around with me. Now we should be able to hear it. Come on. There. Let's say I wanted to carry it around with me. Now it'll block the door opening sound that way. And then also you could put it as a bauble. Let's see. Oop, I didn't put it in there. Door opening sound this way. There we go. Now I don't hear it. Now I'm carrying it, but you could also put it as a bauble. Put it on like that, and now it doesn't have a spot on your bar, and I don't hear the door. Now I heard the door close, but not the door open, which is fine. I think there's the door closed. This was the door open. But I don't mind hearing that, so we can fix that. Let's take this out. So if you have any questions about this, just let me know. Comment down below and I'll explain it in more detail. But it's a really nice ability. And I think that was about it there. So let's go ahead, and I think that's all of it. Yep. Now let's knock this down, and we'll put this back on our bauble. But did I drop it? Yep. There we go. And now I don't hear the portal sound anymore. That's gone. Great. And the only problem is that it didn't work over here. Oh boy, a lot of stuff here. Let's go back up here. I can still hear these pulverizer sounds. And what you'd normally do, maybe it'll work on your end. You'd put this down, open it up, pulverize machine, put it right in there, and hopefully for you guys, it would work. I'm just going to get rid of that door, that recording of the door opening. Let's go back down to our signs. Beautiful thing. Just 2 shifts down. We can get rid of that. And chunk analyzer. It's kind of a neat thing too. Really cheap to make. Let's pop that in there. I made too many of all these things. I didn't know how many I was going to make or whatever, so let's do the chunk analyzer. Let's take 1 apple. And there we go. Okay. Chunk analyzer. Random things again. Easy to make. And let's say you're out looking for a specific type of ore or thing that you need in the chunk. Shift right click, or maybe right click, and you scan this, and everything that's in the chunk, the 16 by 16 area, from the top of the world to the bottom, it's going to scan it, and it's going to tell you the whole full list of things that are in it. So if you're looking for something, diamonds, I don't know, if you were in the regular world hunting for diamonds, you could scan, and if there's no diamonds, or you just hit the only diamonds, you know that you should move a little farther away, and you can actually display your chunk boundaries on the screen as well. Beautiful thing. I should put that over there. We're going to do slime balls next. Okay. Let's put this over here as a reminder. I'll put it right up there. That's just so I don't forget about it. Let's do slime balls. I know I'm going to need a ton of these things. These slime balls. So, normally what you do to make these things, it's really, really difficult. I was hoping they would work with this reservoir, which I made a big one, which holds 90 buckets. Now it does work. This works when you're trying to make treated wood. You know, you can put that reservoir of the creosote oil in the middle of the pattern here, surrounded by planks, 64 planks. You can do 64 sets at a time. Great. But this one, this pattern, still requires that bucket. Let's see if I can come over here. This is our constant water supply. It's all blue, blue, blue. So it requires that constant pattern. If I make this of the rice dough and that. And what I didn't want to have happen was sit there, have a bunch of buckets of water and surround it and do all that kind of thing. So let's see. This is kind of interesting. I wonder if it would take, we're just going to test this. I've never tested that, the fresh water, if it'll take with that. You never quite know what it's going to work with. And we'll just go like that. And we're going to go grab some rice. And I 10 a bunch of rice. We'll see how many we get out of that. I think I even went and planted a bunch of it over here. So we're going to take a bunch. We'll just take 1 row. 2 rows because we're going to walk back. There we go. I don't want to pick a bunch of rice on screen. And I'll have a plant gatherer for this momentarily as well. That'll auto-pick all this. How much do we get? Almost 4 stacks, which is a beautiful thing, because those are all 10, 10, 10 perfect rice seeds growing on the agri-crops. So then I came over here and I said, you know what? I really don't want to sit there and place, you know, bucket by bucket. First you got to go like, first you had to make this. That's no problem. That I didn't mind doing. Okay, to make these rice doughs, but I really didn't want to do this. I didn't have a bucket, so let's, and I bet you it won't even work with the 8 buckets. Oh, where am I? Get a little lost sometimes. So let's do this. Recipe, shift right click here, or shift left click. Can I switch this out with this? Nope. So I don't want to sit there and do that, and I'm sure you guys don't want to either. So how did I make these rice balls? The simple crafter. Right up here. This powers it. This is the simple crafter that's making a bunch of bricks for me. And there's the pattern. And it just does it. It just takes them out of there. It pulls from here. And it pushes there. So that one makes that. And I said, you know what? I'm going to make one for this. So I needed a water supply here because I had a bunch of buckets. I made a bunch of, well, look at all those. We'll take them. These are the ones that I made already. So I came over here now, instead of doing it that way, I just take these and I go, I just right click on this, fill up a bunch of buckets. Fill a ton up. No problem. Look at all those buckets. And then I pick one up and I hold down shift and I double click another one. And it sends them all in there. There. Sends them all in there. So now I have my simple crafter here, powered from the bottom, and I made the recipe. I said, here's how to make the thing. One of these, one of these, one of these, one of these. So you teach it. You say, okay, it'll do that. And then you give it enough product. We're going to give it the rice dough balls. And it'll start taking it in and making them. And this one pulls from the left out of this one and pushes into this one. And sure enough, there's it. There it is. Beautiful thing. We'll take that. We'll take half our buckets back. We're going to throw these things. This is for Pam's harvest recipe. Needed, but not now. And then I've got tons of rice balls because these slime balls, there's the recipes, the usages, there's 29 different usages. There's tons of different things you're going to be making with this stuff. Lots of recipes, dyes, all kinds of weird things. So I just wanted to have a lot of slime balls. Oh, I got 444 now. Nice. Okay, what do we have here? We'll put our buckets away. It's always nice to have a bunch of buckets carried around. All right. Put our signs away. Oh boy, we're down to these two things. A new wood farm and a building gadget. Let's take a look at the building gadget. Okay. Right here, building gadget. This is a beautiful thing. If, let's say you have some of this on here. We're going to have some wood, of these. And we're going to have our wand. So we have the building gadget, the diamond one. You know about those things. Now the building gadget. Let's say you want to build different things. See how it's doing a ghost when I pointed at that? Like a ghost of those things? It's going to build to me. And I think the limit on this module is 16 units. So let's say if I've got the product on hand, the cobbles, the stone bricks like this, and I right click right there, it's going to build what it shows me. So I right click. Sure, it was 15 things. And now let's say I want to build this way. But I want to do undo. Let's do undo. Let's say I put it in the wrong spot. So I press the U key and it undoes, which is beautiful. But let's say you wanted to build a building real quick. Let's see if it undoes 2. I've never tried that. Let's say it was a big building. And then you would just use your wand like this and then build right up. A lot faster. Let's see if we do, does it do, oops, undo? Oh, it does multiple undos. Okay, that's not so bad, but then let's say this. If I hold down G, then it starts to gives you all kinds of different things. Surfaces, patterns, walls, vertical, all kinds of things. Let's try this one, and I'll let you guys try all the rest. But let's say I wanted to build some stairs. Pop. Now I've got stairs automatically built. And we always want to build them too wide. There we go. Just like that. And you can extend this as well by adding more range like that. And then your stairs will go even further. Let's see. Usually, G, range. I had it work before. Now it's not. Oh, there we go. See, now the range goes way, way, way up from the top. I guess it was building down into the below there. Let's undo that because we don't want stairs that. So this is a really, really powerful tool. And the reason I didn't have it earlier is because you needed to charge it. If you guys can find something else to charge it besides this, but I found an energetic infuser. And what you can do is you just pop that right there, and it builds up 500. Now it's full, pops out. Now I needed to charge that thing, and I didn't have a way of charging it early on. So let's change the mode back to build to me. And let's find the energetic infuser. So as soon as you can build this, it's probably important. Energetic infuser. Let's find out where it is. Right there? What's the recipe? There's the... Maybe there's a wireless thing for it. What couldn't I build? The electrotine? This thing. So if you could build one of these, I would, as soon as you can build one of these, this is easy to make. Electrotine with that, so you can build that very quick. You can make all these. Those are easy to make. Red alloy. So the lead gear you can put in a die and do that. And then one of these is just this. It's a pain to make, you know, but there's nothing hard to make here. Electrotine alloy, that's easy to make. So as soon as you feel that you're possible to do it, you could probably do this kind of first day-ish to get that machine. But then you also have to get a coal generator, and you're in good shape. So sooner the better, get one of these. It'll make your building a lot easier. All right, the new wood farm. Let's go take a look at that. Just like this. What are we going to put in here? The sign. Let's put our stuff away. I put my building stuff down here in this area. And there we go. Oops. I try to leave, when I take one on, I try to leave one there so I can just pop it back in there. Alrighty. So, let's go take a look at our new wood farm. I'm going to jump up. And I had to redesign this because if I verbalized this out, it wasn't doing what I wanted. There was leftovers. It was too easy to get filled up and chunked up. For instance, the coal, the charcoal. Here's the trees growing. I wanted the charcoal to end up, or let's say the sticks to end up with the excess being the last thing. I had excess first and then usage. It was just wrong. So the excess should be at the end of the line. See how it's at the, these are at the end of the line. Stuff like this. All this is at the end of the line versus at the, you know, at the beginning where it gets used. So it's used along there. If I can't use it, send it to the end of the line. So I had to redo all this. And I also wanted more of these botany pots. And I can make a whole nother layer up there, and I probably will because there's so many more trees that I want to plant and grow. We'll take a look at this. How did I get these? I added 8 new ones. There's quite a few. So how did I get these? What's the recipe for that? this tainted soil from my witch water farm, the farm up there. I got that. I sieved through here, and I got all of these. Now, the neat thing is, some of these give some really neat products, like ectoplasm and different woods and stuff like that. So they're kind of neat. Really, really neat, actually. Throw that one away, though. So, I had to redo this room because I wanted all these. And I wanted ectoplasm. I wanted all this stuff. So let's start at the beginning. I redid this. I made one of these, which does... oh, look at that. I right-clicked it. Sure enough, one came out. A new set of cobblestone. This does about, I don't know, 10 times the work of both of those because it's emerald. That's a tier 5. That's tier 2. So it really pumps out a lot. And what it does is it just kind of spits it in here. And the excess, I always wanted to have some just sitting here, so if you can come over here and not have to, if I wanted a bunch, probably not necessary. And let's do this. It's not necessary because I have that one down there. And I'm never going to need more than this at one shot, so let's turn that off just by going like that. Now it won't go in there. And if I ever want it, I'll just have it up there, and that way it will just produce only into there, and it'll make it easier for itself. There we go. So then this, we already know this easy bonsai pot into their overflow chamber, right on down the line. Beautiful thing. Comes right up into our main distribution chest. There's the main distribution. So if anything gets backed up, you can peek here and check. So then it says, okay, what do I do now? Well, I want to power my furnaces, and I left room for one more because I think I'm going to be needing it. This is powered by sticks, which is kind of neat. This is the kind of neat thing. All of my base, every pulverizer, everything is powered by sticks. Oh, it's funny. So, right-click on here. I've white-listed sticks that go this way. And they only go out the bottom. Blacklisted sticks everywhere else. Okay, so sticks come out here. And they go right across. I can't really peek back there. Let's see. There. They put them in the back. And they excess all 56,000 sticks go out the back. And I can always move this over to extend this if I need more charcoal. The bottom is the charcoal comes out, goes in here first, and if this is getting low, which it kind of is, see how it's not keeping up. So these are barely not keeping up with that. Now it might be an issue of not having, see how it's not working right there, and it should be working. So it might be an issue of just putting maybe like a dense filter on there to get it retrieved more often. But I'll figure that out. But it's really close to be. It's close, but it's not quite there because that's our distribution of charcoal. On top here, anything that I don't want going in here that gets past the other system that's coming out the top, I put a blocker on here. The resonant retriever blocks, and I probably should do a filter on there. The resonant retriever, maybe like a filter. It pulls just these things in there, and it blocks. Oh, it blacklists these things. So it says, don't come in here. But I probably should put a filter and not a retriever on there. A little more tweaking. So then this stuff gets pumped out. And I said, hey, let's put the saplings in here because the saplings could not go in there. They block up your system they don't turn into dirt, whereas the other saplings do. This sapling does not. And you get so many string, 13,000, and so many wood, 24,000, that I made these item barrels with the infinite upgrade and just slapped that on there. And we're in good shape there. So I put all these here for the excess stuff. How much wood up there? Only Oh, 30. I don't know why I had the wood up there like that, though, those spruce wood, but oh well. So then the rest comes this way. If it gets past of all of that, then it goes across the dirt production area. And if there's room in there, it'll put it in there. See, it's 88% full. Oh, there's nothing in that one. 7, it's almost complete. And it's just pumping into here. The results, dirt. And if you need more dirt, just put more of these along here. Or maybe lower this, or whatever the case may be. I don't need that much dirt so far, but if I ever need more, I can extend this and tweak the system. Then it comes along here, goes into this, and it tries to do this, but this thing sometimes doesn't keep up. So what I did was I snaked around every box. Oh, look at that thing right there. Let's fix that. Let's do it. I don't think it'll hurt this or break it, but it should be there. So it snakes around every box, and if there's an open spot, it'll put it in there. Otherwise, it ends up at the very final thing. 5,300 wood, 3,900 apples. Just like that. So this system is working. It doesn't get plugged up. It's making my... 1 second. Making my dirt. Making tons of coal. And if I ever want to, right now I just added a little switch on here that pulls this out. If this is too low and I don't feel like fixing this right away, I just turn this switch on, and sure enough, it pumps the coal right out of this into there, but that's not needed right now. But if I need emergency coal, let's say, charcoal, there's the emergency switch to throw. All right, let's do the last thing. This is a big thing, actually. How I've done with the smoother nether. Oh boy. Let's break that. And that. The smoother nether. Oh boy, oh boy. What I did was, I knew I was breaking down and sifting a lot. This couldn't keep up with the amount of netherrack I needed. When I'm sifting down all this netherrack, see all this netherrack? Let's see if it's actually got some in here yet. Yep, there's some. Alright, so the recipe for it, hammering it down. And I think I was using, the place I've found, I haven't found netherrack out there. I find a bunch of this lively netherrack. So it goes in here. Just like that. We're in good shape. And 1 second. So, I built this whole thing. And this is, as you can see, this thing is a lot nicer. It's 8 long versus the size I had there. The speed is 3 or 4. It looks nicer. Everything about it. My second sieving platform, a lot better than my first one. I extended it out the back so it wasn't poking. And then I fixed this one as well. Sort of. I didn't fix it as nice as that one, but here we go. What I did was, if you put 8 long, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I fixed the rotation on this and the speed as well. See how the speed lowers down way down here? But it should be working better or faster, the sieving. Oh, look at this. It's not even getting anything. This one's not even sieving because it's not getting produced. It's not getting enough stuff. So it's ahead of the game, which is nice. Which tells me the only reason that has stuff is because I had extra barrels over there. So I'll probably, let's do this to even things out. Let's do, now it's even. 1, oh, that's fine. 2. Now it'll withdraw, and now it's even. That one has one diamond chest, and that one over there has, so it'll be a smoother distribution. So now it'll start evenly doing things better as you put new things in there. And I can always monitor that. And I made the absorption hoppers up here, and they just point to the west. And how you find out which way you're looking is just press F3, and it'll tell you the facing direction. See on the left over there where it says facing west? So then I know that this needs to be west. I say nothing. Oops. These absorption hoppers. None. See now it's not connected. And then if you right click on it, press west, now it is connected and it's taking all those things and it's putting them in there. Just like that. Oh, we'll put that in there as well. What else did I put on here? Good shape, good shape. And yeah, and it just pumps into the thing, which goes into what we've seen before. And I'm going to show you the nether. Oh, we don't even need these things. We have so many of these. Let's go up here. And then we're going to go into the nether really quick and show you what that's about with the new system. Just like that, it comes up here, gets pumped in all the way down. You notice I had to, the excess gold and the excess iron ore, I was getting so much of this stuff that I didn't need it, but I didn't want to throw it away. So instead of pumping it down into the pulverizer, into the, not the pulverizers, yeah, the pulverizers, I'm sorry. Instead of doing that, I just pump them out right here. The rest goes in there. But now, otherwise that's double. That would be 34,000 iron ore that I would have had to deal with, and 12,000 more gold. So now, these things are keeping up better, and because I'm not doing all that stuff, and it pumps them all out. What I also did was, I made these two. At the very end, I put the filters on there, the resident filter, and I said, whitelist just these important ores. Just like this, and like this. That it's blacklisted in the rest of them, so that these two are only working on, I put some coal in there as well, are only working on this stuff. So, you know, if I want the netherrack results quicker and more efficiently, they get pumped out and into the system, into the smelters a lot faster. And that way it doesn't get, you know, it could get bogged down behind all of this, and it could take an hour. You don't want that. Nobody wants that. There we go. So let's go, let's do the nether next. I'll see you in a second. And if you have any questions, please just let me know, or anything you want me to clarify, stuff like that. In the comments down below, I don't mind at all. I'll do my best to answer the question. Direct input, they come in here, the extra blends, they cook away in the furnaces, and then they get pumped into the distribution system. I'll see you in a second. We're going to go into the nether. Alright, the nether. For me, I just don't like the nether. I've never liked the nether. There's lava. I was always afraid of losing all my items. Everything attacks you, and of course, in the mythic mode of Project, the nether is even worse than regular nether by far. So I came up with a system of doing the stuff for me that it makes it safer. So let's go. Let's see how I accomplished that. First off, let's take a look at the smeltery. Oddly enough, I wanted a shuriken. Makes life down there a lot better. Also, I found one of these, and if you put it on, it actually it protects me from Enderman. Well, not in the nether, but oh well. So I said, okay. Shuriken, let's make that. And a sledgehammer, not a regular hammer, a sledgehammer, which is right here. It's made like that with the different patterns. There's the tool rod, that. And a shuriken, which is right here. Shuriken's awesome. Just a bunch of knife blades, and I just slapped together some diamond on it under the upgrade. When you go to upgrade the thing, put some one piece of diamond on there, and then a bunch of obsidian just so it lasted longer. And I can make this better as time goes on with better components. But the shuriken is beautiful because I can just let it go like that. Then I made a bunch of sharpening stones, and I have those on me, a ton on me, a whole stack with obsidian, because the obsidian is right here, and it just makes it constantly for me. So I don't care about obsidian. So let's say I want to repair that on the fly. I just push tab, hold shift and scroll down, pops it into there, put it right back out. I'll keep it over there to make it easier. And the sharpening right there. We'll put this right here, that there, and that there. That's a good setup for the Nether. And you can pick these back up if you want. If you have some, this is fully durable, so let's say if you go like this, then you can pick some back up if you want. All right, so then I made the hammer. The hammer was really important, and I wanted to start upgrading it because I want to make it unbreakable. It takes 5 upgrades, and you can only do 3 at first, but then finally on the 5th upgrade, it'll become unbreakable, and then you won't have to what do you call it? Repair it with a sharpening kit. This I want to be unbreakable as well. And then I won't have to worry about sharpening kits. I can just fire away, I think. We're working towards it. So, how do we make that? How do we make the upgradable thing? What I did was, I've got some gold over here. And I use just a blank cast because the other casts I actually need. And I'm going to go pop that in there. And I've been making lots and lots of stuff here. You know, I just throw a bunch of product in there and then pick something, turn this on, and away it goes. Let's see if it pumps it up. There it is. So I'm going to make the rest of these plates so I have extra ones by just turning this on. And it's just going to make the blank plates. Let's go ahead and open one of these up. We'll take that. And this is how you make it. Just a circle like that. Put this in the metal. Any cast will do. Put it on there like this. Walk up. Put this here. Put this anywhere around here like this. And I've reached the maximum for that. That's okay. Did I reach the maximum for this yet? I need one more modifier, so I still have to see how it's just shy of the experience needed? Almost there. What I was doing, I was leveling this up over at the mob farm. I'd turn off the grinder thing, and I'd go over there and just shoot tons of mobs. Oh boy. There we go. We'll leave that on there for now. Well, not this. There we go. So, we have the tools necessary. Then I said, I don't want to have to run back and forth load by load. So what I did was, I made a ender chest system that's devoted just to the nether. One red dot in the middle for the dye. That indicates that. I have food in here. I have torches and some cobblestone. I put a filter on this, so it takes out everything but those 3 things. So let's go into the nether. Oh boy. When these aren't all grown up, they don't hurt you. And I don't have to hear that nether sound, that nether portal that's really annoying. Let's go in here. And of course I did the normal thing that everybody does, to build a little bit of cobblestone defense. It'd be nice to get rid of that sound too. Maybe I'll do that next. And here we go. What I did was I built a pathway to the place where I want to start doing my hunting. Here we go. Even with nice stairs too. I'm running along, and right over here is what I call my dump area. We can go down there too. Okay. So I get up here. I just kind of look around, make sure there's no bad guys around. And sure enough, here's access to that. So if, if we can put stuff back in there, etc. Well, we should probably take some of that along. And here we go. Let's go into the nether. I could go down that way, and as you can see, I've been doing a lot. This was all a wall. This was solid, this whole area. So I've mined out quite a bit, just to give you an idea of how much product you're going to need, because I'm sifting this down for the cobalt and for the ardite, primarily so far, and a few other components as well. Let's see if we can go. We don't want to go down. We want to go down here, I guess. Oh gosh. Oh boy. Yeah, so now I wanted to kind of get under this. So let's do it. So let's do our first shot here. We'll do it right at about that level. And of course, I want to build my way out. And I want to light it up as well, so I know the way back. There we go. And I just pick all this stuff up. And we've already got that much. So I'll get some more. And now I should be able to, I'm deep enough where I should be able to go, you know, underneath where I was working on upstairs. So let's go like that. Let's go right there. And we'll light that up. See, I like lots of torches. And now we're deep enough where I can start doing another layer under without having to worry about it. And when you're doing it this way, I aim kind of high, and that way it doesn't, you know, do all that kind of thing. Gotta eat more food. Once you get a saturation issue fixed, like made an auto eater, there we go. Tons of stuff in here, right? If I ever get attacked by anything down here, I can just shoot them with this thing. And I just run back. Now here's the thing, is, you know, it's getting kind of far away. But not too bad. I'm not running back to my, just like this, to the Nether portal. And sure enough, it takes it up. Ooh, I saw somebody hopping around down there. Looking around, looking around. Pretty safe. Let's go back down. Down here. Down here. Down here. Down this way. Down here. Pick up all these. That was a lot. And we'll do it again like this. And we'll aim right at the top, as, you know, as high as I can up there, because then it kind of levels out and I don't have to worry about it as much. We're almost there to another full thing. And I won't do this endlessly for you guys, but this is just to give you an idea. Oh, more food. So you're going to bring food down here. That's going to be a, you know, the durability of the weapon isn't an issue. It's the food is the issue. So let's say, so you've done a bunch of mining, and you're like, oh, this is too much mining or whatever. Let's go into here. I've brought these along. We'll drop this one on the ground for now. Or you know what? Let's drop that. Take there's an enchantment. Tablet of Home. Right click. Let's say you can go back and forth between that a ton of times and just unload and just fill this thing right up. And it keeps on putting it in here and distributes it way back over there into my sifters for me. Just like that. And I put a bunch of extra excess diamond boxes on both sides just to make sure there's plenty of room, because you don't want to fill that thing up and then that defeats the whole purpose. Tons. Oh, beautiful. And as you can see, there is, it takes faster than I can fill it up when I'm down there. It takes them out that fast. And if you're full, then that means your sifter thing is full and you need more sifters. And all that is so that I have enough of this and this, because this is my alloy production facility, we'll call it. To make these vibrant alloys, well, to make these, you need a vibrant, a vivid, and electrotine. Okay, well, how do I do that? Vibrant. It takes, in the smelter, stacks of that, the ardite, the energetic, and that. The energetic is down here. That requires all these, and so forth and so on. Even this vivid one requires, I think, cobalt. And I needed stacks and stacks and stacks of that. So I needed to expand that system. All to do this, all for my alloy system, which is upstairs now. And I made all these so that it just sits there. This one's making steel. I just put a ton in there. That's doing steel. This one's doing the one with the ardite. I forget the name of it. And then it puts it in the results down here. It's making the vibrant. It's making these. And it puts it right back down there for the for all my alloy production. And I need so many different alloys that I didn't want to have one not ready. So that's what I do. And it's all powered off of sticks. Sticks to coal. Sticks burn the wood into charcoal, and the whole system is powered off that, which is kind of funny. Still funny to me. All right, so let's put our products away here for. Let's put this away, this away. We'll keep that just like this, and we'll put these back in our nether chest. And I'll put this in a better spot as well, because it's kind of sticking out here in the middle. I'll tuck this away. Maybe over here by the bed, somewhere. We'll figure it out. Let's take a look at the last item. Early on, very, very early on, these are really nice systems. If I open this, it's a stackable, I don't know what you'd really call it, a stackable shelving unit. And you can put 24 chests on here. When you open it, you have the first layer, second layer, third layer. You can organize, you can search. You can search this way too. If I put gravel, it'll highlight just the gravel. See how it's highlighting gravel? But if I search this way and type gravel, it'll highlight it and put it at the top, and you won't have to look for it that way. Or dirt, or sand. Is there a history? I wonder if there's a history. No, they didn't put a history, an up and down arrow, whereas this allows you to go up and down. That's one little feature that would be nice. But how do you make this? What is it? Shelving unit. This is so cheap to make, it's amazing. Right here's the product. So right away you start off with sawdust to make the paper, because you can make paper with sawdust from a mechanism. You just hammer down some logs and it'll make the paper just like this, the hammer, just wood. So we can make paper. So you one piece of iron, just like that, gets you the, oops, did I make the wrong thing? I did. Sorry about that, guys. I had the wrong thing. Shelf. It's an iron gate. It's an iron gate plus a piece of paper makes this right here. So then you plop it down where you want it. Let's get rid of our shame right there. Plop it down, and then it starts telling you, just like this did, what you need. And it's right here. It's like 29 or 30 of these. So how do you make these? Well, amazingly enough, it only takes 8 stone and 8 iron to make all of these. So let's plop this down. 1, 2. Just like this. Because you make these with some stone, and you make all these with the iron. It might be 12. It's around there. 12 iron. Maybe not. It's very few is my point. We'll pop that one there. Just like this. Oh. Let's see if it, even though I made a mistake there. And then empty hand, right click. Let's see what happens to that one up there. Probably nothing. Oh, it's just sticking up there. Let's break it so it doesn't mess with us. Can I just reach up there and break it? Yep. And 24 chests. Oh boy. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And I point at the bottom of the shelf there. This is the bottom shelf. Just like that. And then if you open it up now, you'll have just this one. See, there's nothing on here. Add chests. I say, okay, I'll add chests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll even put the ones up here. And sure enough, we have a massive storage made for so cheap. Maybe like 9 iron and some. This is stuff you have early on. And now you have not unlimited, but a lot of storage. And you can pipe stuff in and pipe stuff out. Let's see. Turn that on. Sure enough, come on. Yep, no. There, it's out, and now it's in here. Cobble. I don't know where it went. Let's find out. What was that shelving unit? Iron. There it is, but I don't know which shelf it's on. Oh, there it is. Went to the maybe the middle shelf. Maybe this is for the bottom. That's for the top. You guys can play around and find out. We'll get rid of this shameful. There we go. Easy stuff, and I hope this helped you guys out. If it did, go ahead and subscribe. I'll be making more of these. And I'll also be doing Path of Exiles. There's another game, too, that I want to play. I played it years ago. It's an action RPG like that. And, oh, I can get rid of my reminder here. Oh, that was the thing that I had. That was the right one. That was the shelving unit pattern. So that's it. Pretty nice. I'll be doing more and more stuff. I have tons of work to do. These are all just to go along to, well, you need them for tons of stuff. But there's a quest to make, right, where is it? Oh, right over here. The machine blueprint for the auto sieve. Okay, so the recipe for that. This is all to make this thing, because this thing will produce these 3 components, which allow me to start making circuits and get deeper into mechanism and stuff like that. So it's a lot of work, but oh boy. But the system is starting to really, really work smoothly, and I'm getting so many components. It's amazing. It really is good. So far, so good. I hope this helps you guys, and enjoy. I won't have to do this too much anymore, because I have 2 of those back there, and I probably need a 3rd one. That's amazing. And I'm still trying to make an autosieve so that I don't have to use that. But the thing is, to get all the components, I need so many. I'm in better shape now, but these, I'll be burning through these instantly. I burn through everything. You would think 2,500 redstone would be good. It's not even close. It's not even close. I need thousands and thousands. So we're working on it. Have a good one and enjoy. Pretty cool. Wow, that's a lot of levels up. Beautiful stuff. Oh, pretty cool. And we started with just a few blocks and a sapling. Turned into all of this.